Hey guys, it's Liz. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to make chapatis, very soft layered chapatis. As you can see, has a lot of layers, very soft. Now, to start with, you're going to need 5 cups of all-purpose flour. And this is just for the amount of chapatis that I'm making. So the blue cup has 2 cups, and then I'm going to add another 1 cup to make it 5 cups. And of course, you can change depending on how much chapatis you're going to be making. So we're going to also add 1 teaspoon of salt. And we're also going to add 3 tablespoons of sugar. Make sure to mix them really, really good. Give it a good mix. So you make sure that the sugar and the salt are nicely mixed with the flour. Then we are going to add 3 tablespoons of liquid oil. And you also need to have 2 cups of warm water. Now, with the 2 cups of warm water, you're not going to use all of it, okay? You are going to add little by little as you go. So it doesn't mean just because you have 2 cups, you need all of it. Keep kneading it. And there it is. Our dough is all kneaded. Then take your all-purpose flour in a cup and sprinkle it on your working surface. And continue to knead your dough on your working surface. Do not put too much flour. I have a little bit of excess here, which I don't need. And there is the dough. Make sure it's not sticking to your hands. And what we're going to do is set it up for a couple of hours before we start cooking it or before we prepare it to make the chapatis. The more hours you leave it out, the better. Cover it up with a cling wrap. And here it is after 2 hours. There it is. Nice and soft. See, it's not sticky. And that's what you want. As long as it's not sticking to your hands, it's good. All right, here is the dough. See, our dough is really nice. Once you leave it out, it makes it really nice and soft. So what I'm going to do is cut this dough into small pieces. Try as much as you can to make sure that your pieces are the same size. Okay, some might be a little bit bigger. Don't worry about it. We're going to mold it into a round shape, which is what we're going to be using to make our chapatis. Here is one, and I'm going to do the same with the other pieces. And this gave me 8 chapatis, as you can see. Next, you're going to take your all-purpose flour that you set aside, sprinkle it on your working surface. Take each piece of the molded dough and roll it out. And you don't have to worry at this stage, even if it's not a perfect shape. Don't worry about it, because I'm rolling them so that I can oil them. Okay, this is pretty good. So now you're going to brush that with oil, or you can use your hands, okay? Take oil, liquid oil in a spoon, and just use your hands all brush like this one, okay? Now, because we want to get layers with our chapatis, you're going to cut your chapatis like this, or your dough. It's not quite a chapati. There are different ways you can get layers on your chapatis. This is one of them, or you can just fold it without cutting it. But I'll do that on the next video so you guys can see it. But for today's video, we are cutting this into small pieces, and then we're going to put all these pieces back together. Okay? See, that's how you do it. And then once you put them back together, you're going to start coiling them. You coil it like that, and you tuck in the last piece. Tuck it in. All right, there it is. Do the same with the next chapati. Now, I have 8 chapatis, so I'm not going to do this on camera on all 8 of them because it's just going to be me doing the same thing. So I'm only going to prepare like 2 or 3 so you guys can see how it's done. So we are brushing the oil on our second one. And then we're going to go ahead and cut this. You don't have to cut it if you don't want to. You can always fold them instead of cutting, but we'll do that in another video. So we're going to go ahead and put this back together. Take all your pieces. There they are. And you're going to coil it. There it is. Okay, roll it out or stretch it out. And then we're going to brush this one also with some oil. Now you can use melted butter. Just make sure it's not salted. If you use melted butter, make sure it's not salted, since we already added salt. Okay, it's nicely oiled. And then we get these pieces, put them back together, and let's coil it. Okay, and tuck it in. There it is. So, gonna move this video fast, but you guys get it now, all right? You roll it out, you oil it, then you cut those little tiny pieces. They don't have to be exact same size, and don't worry if you don't get them in straight line, because we're gonna put them back together. So don't sweat it if they are not cut in one straight line. Okay, put them right back together. You guys get the drill now. Okay, so the rest I'm gonna do off camera so that this video is not too long and it's just me doing the same thing over and over and over. All right, see how easy this is? Very easy. And then you tuck the last piece so it doesn't open up. And there they are, my 8 little round shapes that have all been oiled and folded. 8 chapatis. You may get more depending on the size of your chapatis, but mine gave me 8. Now let's prepare this to cook our chapati. And there it is. Now we're going to cook our chapatis. We are going to oil our cooking pan. Put some oil on it, not a whole lot. Be careful when you put it in, okay? Make sure you don't have a lot of oil on your cooking pan, because then it will splash all over. Just brush a little bit and that's enough. I also brush the top of it with oil so that when I turn it, it will cook on this side nicely. See? Nicely cooked and ready. Oil a little bit. Okay, do not put a whole lot of oil because it's not necessary. All right, there it is. And then we're also going to oil the top. And there is no need for us to go with a spoon back into our oil and add a whole lot of it. You don't need to cook with a whole lot of oil. Once you brush it on the top, that should be enough to cook the other side. There you go. See, they're nice and soft. Nice and soft. Ready. Boom. Next. Be careful when you put your hand in there. I am used to putting my hands in my hot pan, but just be careful if you have to do that. You don't want to burn yourself. See, they cook nicely. Medium heat. Okay? Not too high. You don't want to burn them. And you want to make sure they are nicely cooked. But you also don't want to get those black spots. I hate chapatis with those black spots. Like flowers. Oh, no, I don't like those. Here is the next one. Don't worry if you don't get a perfect circle. Mine are not either, but I try. Just your chapatis will just be fine. So don't worry about perfection. All right, this one is ready. After a few seconds, we brush the top of this chapati so that when we turn it, it will be oiled already. This one goes. Be careful when you put it in. See, mine folded there. Got to be careful there. In the meantime, I'm going to prepare the next one while that other one is cooking. Always sprinkle a little bit of flour to help it stretch out when you roll it with your rolling pin. Okay, see how easy it is? And this is easy to roll out. It takes just a few seconds. And this is ready. This come out of the pan. We take the next one in. See how easy this is? It's very easy to make chapatis. Don't make it complicated. This is the last one I'm gonna do on camera, you guys. I think by now you guys get the drill. This is how it's done. And then I'll cook the rest off camera and let you guys see the final result. But let's get this one done. Let's get this one ready. Right. When I cook my chapatis, I cover them with foil paper to keep them nice and warm. And here they are. See how easy it is? And that's all for today, guys. So if you try this, let me know how yours come out, all right? Take care and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you haven't, please like the video and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Thank you, guys. Have a great day, great night. I'll be back with another video in a few days. Bye.